Hello and welcome back. I'm Anthony Ray. Today's tutorial is the first in our series on motion practice. In this video, we'll cover the basics and break down the common motions that are often essential to a proactive defense strategy. A motion is a document that is submitted by an attorney to a judge that requests a ruling on a particular legal issue relevant to their client's case. There are several types of motions that an attorney can submit. Some are best prior to trial, while others can be used after the proceedings. Motion practice is an overall term for the process of drafting and submitting motions to the court. The well-drafted motion identifies the relevant parties, summarizes the facts of the case, presents other cases with similar facts to support the party's position, and distinguishes the current circumstances from any cases that would encourage the judge to rule against the request. The benefit of turning in a motion prior to the beginning of trial is that it settles the matter in question and dictates how the two sides should proceed during trial. A judge may rule in favor of the motion or against it. Now, not all cases are appropriate for the use of pretrial motions. A skilled criminal defense attorney will be able to analyze the facts of your case and submit the motions that best support your particular situation. The following are some common pretrial motions. Let's start with a motion to dismiss. This motion is used to request that the charges against the defendant be dropped and the case dismissed. An example of this is a case where the defendant believes that there is not enough evidence against them to satisfy the statutory requirements. Next is a motion for reduction of charges. This motion is used when the defendant believes that there is valid reason to change the charges they are facing to those of a lesser degree. For example, a defendant may file this motion when they are charged with a felony, when they believe they should have been charged with a misdemeanor. Next up, we have a motion to change venue. This motion is used when the defendant wants to have the case heard by a judge in a different court within a different jurisdiction. The basis for this could rest in convenience for the parties or witnesses to be called in. The defendant may also request a change of venue when they believe they will not receive a fair trial due to the nature of the crime and public opinion within that locale. Remember, jurors are called to serve from the same geographic area where the trial will be held. If there is negative media coverage in that location, it can affect the opinions of potential jurors. Another popular motion is a motion for discovery. This motion is a request that the prosecution provide all of the evidence in their possession against the defendant. And the last pretrial motion for today is a motion to suppress evidence. This motion is utilized when there is evidence against the defendant that should not be allowed into court because its inclusion would violate a particular rule of law. In our next video on post-trial motions, we'll detail the most useful motions to submit after trial has concluded and touch on the topic of motion hearings. There are several other motions we didn't mention. If you want me to create a video with some more pretrial motions, drop a note in the comments below. Then you can head over to our channel and check out some of our other popular videos. Thanks for watching.